So this is the marketing tool. It's the same kind of things, but it's instead of case, I took an example of lead. Okay, so I built two different application. Okay, so I'll go back here. So I built another application called marketing tool. Okay, but it's depending on the customer experience, right? If you want to build a one application where you can have a two tile, one tile is for login to field service app, another tile is for login to marketing tool, right? So you can build a single application where you can have more options, like the person can pick up appropriate application. So for building all those things in a single application, it took a lot of time for me, so I just built a separate application in a React platform. So you can build a single application and then connect the different connected app, or if you have a scenario where you want to build a different application, you can do that too. So I'm going back again. So the same thing, we have a separate application for marketing tool. They have a login button. Once they click a login, it's going to take to the Salesforce authentication mechanism. Once it's approved, it's going to give them what is their access token, what is their scope. Okay, so in this case, this particular connected app, this particular external client app, we assigned a two scope called marketing view lead, marketing update lead. And then it's going to give the scope, and then it will go there, and then it will come to the middleware, where the middleware it's going to check against what kind of scope this particular user has. Then based on that, it's going to authenticate them, and then it's going to bring all the lead that they have access, and also it's going to display the result to the end customers. So I created a two custom scope, marketing update lead, marketing view lead, and then I created a one external client app called marketing tool, where I assigned the two standard scope, that is standard Salesforce functionality, and then the same IP restriction I enabled, because there are a lot of options available in the external client app. Like for example, how long you want to this session should be active. So you can define like 24 hours, or maybe every 30 minutes you want to expire the session. So there are a lot of policies that you can define for each and every connected app. So I created a new permission set called a marketing tool access, and then so this is where I'm talking about all the policies, right? So for example, how long this token should value. So I set as a 365 days, but how long this session should be active. So you can define like a 30 minutes or 60 minutes or 90 minutes. So how long you can keep it. And also you have a lot of things like refresh token is valid until revoked. Okay, so you can define the things like someone make a call to revoke that API call, right? Until that you have access to that particular connected app. So there are a lot of policies that it's available. So you can enforce the IP restriction, right? You can define that only this particular IP range can reach my Salesforce system. If you are reaching out from beyond that IP address, it's going to block them. That means it's not going to allow them to connect a Salesforce. So I assigned the two custom scope, field service update case status, and then field service read my case. We like a marketing view lead and then marketing update lead. So in this example, the left side should be moved to right side, and then right side should be in the other side. So I created this app. I used the login button to authenticate via the Salesforce. And then now I am in the marketing tool page where I have a lead access. So I built a middleware application where you can build n number of actions or n number of methods you can create, right? So in my middleware API, I have a method for deleting a lead. I have a method for creating a task against a lead. Okay, but this particular user, I just assign only two scope. That is only for read lead, update lead. That's why this particular user is able to view all the leads, and then they have edit button. Okay, if I go back and assign the new custom, if I create a new custom scope, the custom scope added to the external application called delete marketing tool, delete lead. If I assign the custom scope on the Salesforce side, then whenever the API call makes, it's going to allow them to delete that particular lead. So it's more controlled on the Salesforce side. So if you build your middleware API in a proper manner on the external system, then you can control all the access from the Salesforce itself. So if you add and remove the custom scope, that's the way what operation they can perform. So you have option to change the status of the lead and then